So why talk to 100 customers? What's magic about 100? Well, I'm going to let you in on a secret. There's nothing magic about the number 100, but there is magic about talking to a volume of customers. And here's why. What you're trying to understand first is product market fit, the interaction between potential customer segments and your feature set. And that interaction is going to iterate and potentially pivot until you deeply understand the customer archetype and what MVP matches them. There's no possible way you could have done that in 7 customer interviews. And you also have to remember, we want you to also understand the rest of the business model canvas. What channel? Who's the potential partners? What's the customer acquisition and activation strategy? How are you going to get, keep, and grow them? What's the revenue stream or revenue model and pricing tactics? What's your cost? What are metrics that matter? There is no possible way that you could be figuring this out sitting inside your building talking to 5 or 7 people. In a web, mobile, or cloud app, it's going to require a ton of customer interaction for you to get that data. In an enterprise app and B2B, maybe if you got $5 million orders, 5 customers might be enough. But you really need a ton of customer interaction to be able to extract insight out of the data.
So Dan, how's your customer discovery going?
It's going great. We've talked to customers and we're learning a ton.
Great. So how many customers have you talked to?
We've talked to 7.
Well, 7 people that week isn't really a lot. Is there something going on?
We talked to actually 7 over the past 2 months.
You talked to 7 people over the last 2 months? That's less than one a week. What are you doing?
Well, we've spent a lot of time building our solution, and it's also been hard to find customers to talk to.
So Dan, let me explain this to you. So for the next 3 months, the metric you should have in mind is when you want to talk to is 100 customers or more. There's just not enough data in 7, particularly because you're building a mobile app. That's just random noise. It's not that we want you to talk to huge numbers. It's that what you're looking for is to run a series of experiments and extract insight out of that data. Being able to say that you got out of the building and talk to 7 people is just trying to make yourself feel good that you're doing customer discovery. It really sounds like you're more interested in actually building the product. So I suggest you really think about whether this is something you're committed to do or just don't do it.